People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream.
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
Welcome to Selling Columbus, Ohio. I'm Ann Adams, your ADTV host. Today, I am in the historical downtown area of Grove City, Ohio. I'm interviewing Rise Yoga, Ohio, and she's nestled in the charming building in the historical portion of the city. Come with me and check out her studio. Grove City was founded in 1852, and it flourished with the arrival of the railroads in 1870, turning Broadway into its thriving hub. Today, the community gathers for events like farmers markets, car shows, and festivals. Right now, we are here at 4032 Broadway, which was built in 1902 by Elias White, who owned this whole entire block and built this portion of the building specifically for the Five and Dime store, which also held the library above it, which is now the home to Rise Yoga, Ohio. Thank you, Amber, for meeting with me today and talking to me about your yoga studio. So how long ago did you open your yoga studio?
We just celebrated 8 years at the end of May.
Oh wow, I can't believe it's been that long.
I know, it's amazing. It's been a blessing.
So what inspired you to actually open one?
So I was a stay-at-home mom for a few years, and I kind of just needed something more. I'd been practicing yoga for about 8 years at the time and started to go through my yoga teacher training. Grove City didn't at that time have a formal yoga studio. I got word of a space was available and decided to just give it a shot.
So what do you exactly define yoga as?
So yoga has been a practice around for thousands of years, but it's this integration of your mind, your body, and your soul. And it goes deeper. When we move our body, we use our breath, it works on our hormones, and we find these happy spaces. So I find yoga is just kind of a happy space to work your body out as well as your mind.
So what kind of different classes do you offer?
We offer a variety from the basic hatha, general yoga, vinyasa flow class, meditation, strength classes, as well as bar classes. Yoga is for every single body, no matter how big you are, how small you are, how old you are, how young you are. You can make it work in your space. And it's not even just your physical space, it's your mental space. We can use blocks and any other kind of props to help assist, or just, don't do things that don't work for you. And if it works, give it a shot.
Even I see men get involved in it too, which is amazing, which I think that they need that as well, don't they?
Yep, men most commonly think it's mostly a women's practice because it became those physical postures.
Okay.
But no, it's for men, women, kids, adults, elderly, anybody.
All right, so another thing too is what I really loved about you when I met you is that you do a lot for the community. You had the women's retreat that you do once a year. I noticed that you'll do free yoga sometimes in the amphitheater in downtown Grove City. Tell me what makes you inspired to do that. Like, why do you do that?
Well, I think yoga, in a sense, a lot of people believe yoga, you should even charge for yoga, but obviously as a small business, you have to cover your roof bills and everything else.
Right.
So I like to give back when I can. If we can offer some free classes for people that may not be able to budget a beneficial practice into their day-to-day, it's a blessing to be able to do so.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today. Have a hug.
Thank you so much for having me.
We moved here in 2018 and I wanted to find something. I knew nobody. And I thought, well, maybe I'll try this place. And, came in and it just felt so comfortable. I've really become really happy with the community, and I'm doing things that I probably would never have done because of the people here. I come almost 3 or 4 times a week, and it has made a huge difference in my life.
This is my place of peace, and I find calm, soothing, relaxing. The studio itself is it's such an old building, and you just get that sense of peace when you walk in here. The wood floors, the ceilings. I retired in 2016 and was looking for something as a social outlet. And the first time I came here, this room was packed. And I said, I'm older than a lot of people here, so I don't know. And she said, you can. And I don't know if I've missed many days since then.
Thank you for joining me today as we showcase the American Dream. I'm Ann Adams, your host. I will see you next time.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host today, Carrie Heidel-Teskey, and today we are in total seclusion and privacy in the midst of Hocking Hills. We're going to be meeting with Valerie Frieda, owner of Cabins by the Cave. Let's go on inside. Hi, Carrie. Nice to see you. So tell us, how did you get started in the cabin rental business and why?
Well, my husband and I actually wanted to get a vacation home.
Okay.
It was about 45 minutes from where we lived. We thought it was something that we could use ourselves. Didn't take us long to get there, but we could also share it with others. And it just kind of grew from there.
Okay, so I knew you're a very busy lady. Tell us how many cabins you service, kind of what the rental process is, along with all the amenities that you guys offer.
Sure. So we have 58 cabins in our portfolio. I think a big part of what we do within the Hocking Hills is really being centrally located and having great nature views. We have a really broad portfolio, so I have properties that would sleep up to 16. We have cabins that are 1 bedrooms for couples and everything in between. And all of our cabins have private hot tubs, gourmet kitchens, nicely appointed furnishings, some with outdoor fireplaces as well as indoor fireplaces. And it really is, the Hocking Hills really is an area that you can enjoy all year round. We have packages so that people can have more than just a cabin rental, but they can have an experience. And so there's really something for everyone. Zip lining, canoeing, horseback riding. We also have spa services. So if you would like to have a relaxation massage or a couples massage.
Yes. And then do they sign up for these services when they book the cabin online?
They do, so they can add those services online. But most importantly, we have staff that's available to answer phones from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day.
Perfect.
So we're happy to have them call. We can customize things for them. We can set it all up, make it stress-free vacation with lots of fun.
Sounds like that's what pretty much sets you apart from some of the other cabin rentals down here in Hocking.
It does. We have a full service staff, so I have staff available and we're able to service our guests, and we like to tap into those resources to make it the best stay possible and, make some special memories when they stay with us.
Perfect. Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You as well. Now that you've seen one of the log homes that Cabins by the Cave has to offer, let's go check out some trails and a waterfall. And now for the main attraction. We are here in the heart of Hocking Hills State Park, right at Cedar Falls. As you can see, it has all of the trails, it's got gorges, it's so beautiful and majestic looking. This place brings over 4 million visitors a year, and all you need to do is pack up your family, come on down, because the best part is it's free. This area of Hocking Hills is also known as Old Man's Cave. You ask, how did Old Man's Cave get its name? Well, it was named after the hermit Richard Rowe. He moved his family from the Cumberland Mountains in Tennessee in the late 1700s and established a trading post. He and his family lived in a cave in the gorge. Thanks for joining us today on American Dream TV. I'm your host, Carrie Heidel-Teske, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Alicia Godfrey with American Dream TV. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. Today we're going to explore a lot of the hidden cultural gems that exist here in our great city. We're going to start out at the Columbus Museum of Art, where there's so much great stuff to see and experience, and then take a quick trip over to the Columbus Jazz and Ribs Festival, where we can enjoy some amazing music and some even more delicious food. Let's get started. So I am joined here in the sculpture garden at the Columbus Museum of Art with my friend Lydia. Lydia is the Director of Communications and Marketing here at the museum, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the amazing events that go on outside at the museum.
Yes, thank you so much. We are so blessed to have this amazing space that is available and open to the public to enjoy at no cost every day. But we also have some signature events that happen out here, including Bar Art Music Thursdays, also known as BAM Thursdays.
Nice name, yep.
Yes, which we offer every single Thursday in the summer months. And the museum is open from 5 to 10. Visitors can come and enjoy drinks, live music, DJs, and it's just a really awesome opportunity for people of all ages to come together and have a good time outside. It's just a really wonderful, accepting, fun environment, and then you can also explore the galleries completely free.
Well, nice.
Until 10 p.m.
Very nice. We're going to get the opportunity to explore the galleries here in a minute, and Lydia's going to tell us a little bit when we go inside about the permanent exhibits that are here, as well as some of the traveling exhibits that are exciting and bring newness as they come through periodically.
Great.
So let's head inside.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. So we're here inside one of the older parts of the Columbus Museum of Art, and Lydia's going to tell us a little bit about the different sections of the museum and why it's meaningful to so many people in Columbus.
Yeah, so we are standing in the Ross building. So this is the older part of the museum. Okay. We had a wonderful renovation that happened in 2015, which is called the Walter Wing. So this Ross building is home to the majority of our permanent collection galleries, and our permanent collection houses about 14,000 objects. We only have a smaller percentage of objects on display at any given time, but our permanent collection is really fantastic because it offers visitors in Central Ohio the opportunity to see and experience centuries of art history. So we focus on American and European works of art, folk art, glass, photography, and we're very proud of our permanent collection.
So we visited the historic side of the museum, and now here we are in a very different feeling section of the museum. So can you talk to us about what we're seeing around us?
Yes, so we are in the new wing, and we are standing in our contemporary permanent gallery section. And we just recently reinstalled our contemporary galleries. It's the first time we have reinstalled the contemporary collection since 2015, so it's a pretty awesome moment for us. And these galleries speak to the growing contemporary collection that we have and the growing focus that we have as a museum on contemporary art. And so when visitors come in here, they can really get a glimpse and a feel for the pulse of artistic practice today across the United States and the world.
Well, thank you so much for taking time today to show us around this museum.
Thank you.
I'm excited to definitely explore more and learn a little bit more and maybe tag a few pictures.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just a few short blocks away from the Columbus Museum of Art, we find ourselves along the Scioto River. Here we have the Scioto Mile, which interconnects several parks here in the Columbus area. And tonight we are super fortunate to be here during the Columbus Jazz and Ribs Festival. So come along with me as we explore all the amazing culinary talent that comes from all over the country to participate in this particular event. Learning about these few cultural gems that we have here in Columbus, Ohio, you too can find a place to live here right along the Scioto Mile. From a one-bedroom condo to a luxury penthouse condominium right here on the water, we have everything for someone that wants to live in the city. So don't forget to start planning next year's trip to come visit us at the Columbus Jazz and Ribs Festival and check out the Columbus Museum of Art while you're at it. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.
Welcome to American Dream TV. My name is Larry Steinbacher, and I'm your host. Today, we are at Bunker Hill Golf Course, a course with a very rich history dating all the way back to 1927. Let's head on in. All right, I am here now with Sherry and Arnold Ingram. Sherry, if you could first tell us a little bit about the history of where did the name Bunker Hill come from to begin with?
Well, back in 1818, when the Hamilton family first came and settled this area, they had a family member who drove an artillery wagon in the War of 1812 and the Battle of Bunker Hill. So when the family came, they named their farm Bunker Hill Farm. So when the sixth generation, Walter Kennedy, came along and he inherited the property, he didn't want to be a farmer. He was a businessman. So he got to know the local business people and they said, "Hey, Walter, we don't have a golf course in Medina County." So Walter hired a golf course architect, and in 1927, Bunker Hill Golf Course opened as a golf course, not a farm, and they named it Bunker Hill Golf Course.
Well, I'm here now with Chad Gibson, the general manager of Bunker Hill. So tell us a little bit about the amenities that you have to offer here at Bunker Hill.
Absolutely. So when I come over here in 2017, they did a big renovation in 2000, but everything was starting to get to be a little bit older, so we had to do that big makeover again. Started off with the cart paths. So a lot of the cart paths were the black tops that was kind of beat up a little bit, and we started doing those with concrete from tee to green all the way around. Another things we like to do is the landscaping. We did the whole pavilion there with the landscaping, all the landscaping around the clubhouse, and then the golf carts. Everybody loves the golf carts.
Absolutely.
So the golf carts got an ultimate experience. We got the upgraded seats. We got the GPS units on all the carts so you could get all of the yardage. And then nowadays people like to hear a little bit of tunes, so you could actually sync your phone up to the GPS and play your favorite songs while you're out there doing some golfing.
Yep, I've heard some songs out on the course, absolutely. Yeah. What about the indoor then? You have an event center, you also have the indoor simulators. Tell us about what happens indoors here.
Yep. So the indoors, once upon a time, was a restaurant, and we converted that over to a full event center. We do showers, birthday parties, anniversaries, Christmas parties, chambers, class reunions, family reunions, a lot of customer client appreciation days, stuff like that. We started having to do fundraising for schools for churches, for mission trips, all the different things throughout the community. Then fast forwarding it through, I've now hosted 2,500 golf events and raised over $10 million in our local backyard.
Wow. So Chad, I know I spend typically my winters here for at least 5-6 months a year. You've got the 6 indoor simulators, and those were just upgraded, I believe, last year.
Absolutely.
Tell us what's been done up there and the popularity of the, basically this is a 12-month facility at this time.
100%.
Yes.
So when I got over here in 2017, we already had the simulators and we did the initial upgrade, and they're computers. So every time with computers you upgrade, it is a significant upgrade. Then last year we upgraded again to the Tiger Woods 2.0 full swing, which the graphics are amazing, the golf courses upgrades are amazing. So wintertime, there's 2 different aspects of it. One for the golfers that like to come in and play the indoor league, and then there's also the aspect of the indoor fun golf where you can play the arcades.
Right, okay. I think that's a wrap up for today. I thank you very much for your time, and we'll move on.
Excellent.
All right.
Thanks, Larry.
Thank you. I am here now with Jared Utze with the MGA, a group that I am happily associated with. Jared, the MGA stands for the Mediocre Golf Association.
Yes, it does.
Where did that name come from, and tell us a little bit about the history of the MGA.
Yeah, so the MGA started in 2006 out in San Francisco. John Morley and Willie Dills started it. They basically liked going out, golfing with their buddies, but they weren't really good at golf. They held their first tournament, which is the Bastards. You know that tournament. It's our kind of take on the Masters tournament. It grew from that point on. They started Seattle. I think Seattle was their first expansion chapter in 2008, and then now here we are in 2024, and there's over 70 chapters across the United States, and Cleveland's kind of one of the newer ones we've got.
So Jared, as the Cleveland chapter leader of the MGA, what do you do?
Beginning of the season, I would say probably come December, January, I start scheduling our events for the upcoming year. I call courses all over Cleveland weekly, make sure everybody gets paid up for the courses, get everything arranged for our tee shots or close to the pin, long drive. I work with sponsorships too. We have a number of local sponsors in the area, so I try to get local businesses in the community activated in the league and working like that.
Well, that's a wrap for today. Join us next time when we continue to uncover more lifestyle and real estate gems. This is Larry Steinbacher and American Dream TV.
Hi, and welcome to the American Dream TV. I'm Kim Christensen, your host, here with my husband and co-host, Jeff Christensen. We're at the National Veterans Memorial and Museum.
Today we're going to talk to Marty Holder, who is the Vice President of the National Veterans Memorial and Museum, and also AJ Orr from the Ohio Veterans Collaborative.
Hi, Marnie. Thank you for having us today. Can you tell us how the museum came to Columbus, Ohio?
Yes, absolutely. Back in 2018, October 27th of 2018, we opened our doors of what is now the National Veterans Memorial Museum. And even though it started out as a project just for Ohio veterans, we found out very quickly that there is not a nationally designated museum honoring specifically veterans. So when we went to Congress with money in hand for this amazing project, we received the national designation. And this is, and forever will be, the only National Veterans Museum in the U.S.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Cool. So I know when I came in here for the tour a few weeks ago, I was thoroughly impressed. Definitely different than what I expected. So what is the focus and the experience that you intend the people that come here to come away with?
Yeah, so this museum is very unique, especially for a military museum. A lot of people come expecting, large tanks and aircraft and equipment. This museum is predominantly focused and solely focused on veterans and their stories, their inspiring stories of service and their journeys after service. And what we want people to walk away with is to feel inspired through those stories and to get a better understanding of what service means and to be a part of something bigger than yourself.
Marnie, does the museum hold interest for families and young people?
Yes, so our museum is designed with multimedia, hands-on displays for anyone from elementary age youth to those in their 90s and beyond. And what we want to make sure is that we're touching on all different sensory opportunities for you to experience what veterans go through, their journey of that service, and then really immerse them in their stories afterwards.
What kind of events do you have here, Marnie?
This venue is one of the most unique in the downtown Columbus area and part of the city skyline. And the types of events we hold here, of course, we do a lot of national ceremonies. We do Veterans Day every year, Memorial Day weekend, and all of the associated activities. We do a welcome home for Vietnam veterans every year, and then Patriot Day. Those are our primary ceremonies. Beyond those that are honoring veterans specifically, we do a lot of community events, whether it's corporate engagement retreats, family weddings, birthdays, celebrations, retirement ceremonies, you name it, we have hosted it here at the museum.
All right, hey AJ, good to see you. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your business that you've started, your nonprofit, the Ohio Veterans Collaborative. Tell us a little bit about that and the focus and the mission of that.
Sure. So the Ohio Veterans Collaborative is a nonprofit here based in Ohio. We're a 501c3. And our whole goal is how do we help Ohio veterans find success outside of the uniform? Because transitioning out of military service, there's so many challenges that we run into. And so it's like, how do we help them to focus in and figure out what they want their life to look like post-military service?
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that veterans face?
Absolutely. So one of the things, well, there's two things that every veteran loses whenever they exit out of the military, whether they realize it or not. And the first is you kind of lose your sense of purpose and identity. In the military, you're part of something bigger than yourself, this big ideation of protecting freedom and democracy against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And then when you get out, like I was just age 8, I didn't know who that was. So I didn't know what my purpose was. The second thing that I lost, which was equally impactful, was I lost my community. You know, in the military, you're surrounded 24/7, 365 by people that think and function and operate the same way that you do. And when you get home, you just don't have that bond anymore. And so those are the things that we really miss whenever we come back home. It's how do we get that community back together and then once again find that sense of purpose. And that's really what we're focused on with the Ohio Veterans Collaborative.
How can individuals or organizations get involved to help support your mission?
Absolutely. So if you are a business out there, right now workforce is a big challenge for everybody. And so what we tell people, veterans have all of the skill sets that as employers that you're looking for. Veterans are a great asset to any organization. So if you're an employer that's looking to boost their workforce, get in contact with us because we have veterans that we're definitely looking to help get gainfully employed. If you're a nonprofit organization out there, reach out and connect with us because we want to help connect you to the veterans and connect veterans to your resources that you provide and offer them, because a lot of times you guys are out there doing great work, but they don't know that you guys exist. And that's the gap that we want to fill.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed your tour of the National Veterans Memorial Museum.
We're your hosts, Jeff and Kim Christensen.
We'll see you next time.
I'm Stavina Clay, your host for today for The American Dream. Today, I'm going to take you all on an exciting journey with me here in Bexley, Ohio, where we explore holistic wellness and the beautiful lifestyle that Bexley has to offer. Come take a look. Our journey begins at Monarch Acupuncture and Herbs, a sanctuary of healing located in the heart of Bexley. Here, Rebecca Ness brings ancient healing practices into the modern age, offering acupuncture, moxa, cupping, herbs, and an assortment of other holistic wellness services. Some commonly treated issues include acute and chronic pain, stress, anxiety, depression, low energy, insomnia, digestive issues, smoking cessation, and menstrual discomfort. The goal is to create a supportive and healing environment where you can achieve your wellness goals. Monarch Acupuncture and Herbs stands out as a beacon of holistic health. Whether you're dealing with chronic pain or seeking a natural approach to managing stress, Rebecca's expertise and compassionate care provide a path for a healthier, more balanced life. Next, we head to Havenwood Park, located in Bexley. Here, we meet Letitia Rowland, the instructor and owner of Breath, Grace, 5 Wellness, a peaceful and revitalizing yoga experience. At Breath 5 Wellness, the focus is on holistic well-being through the practice of yoga, helping you find inner peace and physical harmony through online and outdoor yoga experiences. She offers yoga classes at various locations throughout Columbus, including other parks. Letitia's yoga sessions in the park provide a perfect blend of nature and mindfulness. Surrounded by lush greenery, participants can escape the hustle and bustle of their daily lives and reconnect with themselves. Thank you so much, Letitia, for this wonderful yoga experience in the park. What would you like everyone to know about your services and how to, experience this yoga experience?
Well, thank you so much, Savina, for allowing me this opportunity. I feel very fortunate and very blessed. My business is a one-woman show, basically. I am operating virtually and also in person at the parks. You can also reach out to me through my website as well. Everything is online as far as like the classes and the prices. I also do private classes, and that really just depends on the person. I can come to them. We can go to a community location, a park. I'm really open to trying to be available. I really want to be of service. So this practice for me is to be a blessing to other people, as it has helped to bless me through my mental health and my spiritual growth. The whole purpose is really for holistic health and well-being. So really focusing on the mind, the physical body, and the spirit.
Well, thank you so much. Your, services have definitely been a blessing to me, and thank you so much for this and sharing this opportunity with everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. As we drive through Bexley, we see beautiful luxury properties that showcase timeless architecture and modern amenities. Bexley's neighborhoods offer a unique blend of elegance and community spirit. Bexley streets are lined with stately homes, each one a testament to the town's rich history and sophisticated charm. Your health and wellness is in reach right here in Bexley, Ohio. It's Savina Clay, your host for The American Dream.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.